He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
In a jaw-dropping twist that's shaking up the boxing scene, newly leaked training footage shows Terence, but Crawford hitting the floor during an intense sparring round. With middleweight fighter Carlos Saddam saying Canelo Alvarez couldn't help but laugh. The undefeated super middleweight title holder reportedly saw the video and burst out, sparking massive buzz among fans and pros. With Crawford praised for his smart defense and top-tier ranking, critics are now questioning him, and Canelo's reaction just added more heat to their growing war of words.
You know what? If you look at his career, don't get me wrong, okay? He's a good fighter. But if you look at his career, mention one elite fighter.
So Postal wasn't elite?
Who?
Victor Postal.
Who's that guy?
So Ricky Burns wasn't elite?
Ricky Burns doesn't elite.
Okay.
He's not.
The sparring video reappeared online on July 8, 2025, showing a young Terence Crawford trading punches with middleweight contender Carlos Adams, likely during Crawford's lightweight days, while Adams weighed about 160 pounds. Though sparring is known to be unpredictable, the clip clearly shows Crawford going down and getting shaken. According to people close to the camp, Canelo Alvarez saw the clip and laughed out loud, teasing Crawford's weak spot. But his laugh wasn't just for show, it was part of a mind game. Canelo, who has fought and won at 168 pounds and higher including, over names like Dmitry Bivol and Sergey Kovalev, knows his power is real, and his size gives him a big edge.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
and
night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's
All
gonna
right.
be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
you know
see.
it.
We'll see.
We gonna
son.
see.
Carlos Adams didn't hold back when talking about his sparring rounds with Terence Crawford. In a 2024 chat with Boxing to 147, Adams called the idea of Crawford versus Canelo ridiculous, saying Crawford skipped key weight classes to fast. He remembered sparring Crawford at 19 and said back then, Crawford wouldn't have been able to hang with a true middleweight. When we sparred in 2015, I had a pro fights. I was just starting out. Now I'm 30, fully grown to be a whole new fight.
¿Crees que Crawford podría subir de división y quizás desafiarte por tu título?
Bueno, aquí es bienvenido. Yo estoy preparado para quien sea, cuando sea y como sea. Yo siempre lo he dicho. Yo a peleadores no me le quito, no le pongo pero. Si él quiere subir a las 160 para enfrentarme, ya tuvimos sparring, él puede subir.
welcome 1-0. I'm gonna face anybody anytime. I've sparred with Crawford, and if he wants to come up with 160, bring him on. I'll be glad to go up against him.
And lastly, please. Sorry. This is my last. Sorry. Lastly, this is yeah. So, please give me your assessment, please, on Canelo and Crawford, because Crawford wants that fight so badly, and you sparred him. Is Canelo too strong for Crawford? Yeah.
¿Te parece que Canelo es demasiado fuerte para Crawford? ¿Qué te parece de esa pelea?
Pienso que sí, ya que subí 3 divisiones bastante libre, demasiada yo diría. Pienso que no es algo que él lo necesita ahora mismo. Crawford en su carrera ha demostrado que es un buen peleador, pero pienso que no tiene que estar corriendo esos grandes riesgos, porque no solamente pone su carrera en riesgo, también pone su vida, porque un golpe de Canelo le puede hacer daño de por vida.
I don't think Crawford needs the Canelo fight right now. I think it's kind of needless for Crawford because his reputation is well cemented, and a punch by Canelo could not only be dangerous for him to lose the fight, but it could be dangerous for his life.
Adams believes Crawford's punch power at welterweight won't carry over well at super middleweight. He even compared it to how Canelo couldn't handle Dmitry Bivol's size at light heavyweight. Even though Canelo moved up in weight, his usual strong punches didn't land the same way at 175. In the same way, Adams says Crawford's strength won't scare real middleweights like himself or Canelo, making him a big underdog in the size department.
It's going to be an interesting proposition because he has good power, he's a good counter puncher, and his reputation as a strategic fighter precedes him. But I think that he's going to take more care of not being hit by me than to try to counter punch.
Shocker Stevenson says he clearly remembers sparring Crawford and realizing just how hard Crawford could punch. Stevenson recalled getting in the ring with a heavyweight partner and thinking, man, I'm worried for him. Then Bud landed a single punch that made the big guy stumble like he'd been hit by a truck. Stevenson was truly shocked, I swear, but tagged him with one shot, and he was wobbling everywhere. For Stevenson, it proved Crawford's power isn't a myth. It shows up no matter the weight.
This story, I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. I was in the gym. I want to say I was getting ready for Chris Diaz or something, and he was sparring like a heavyweight fighter. I'm looking, I'm type nervous for him. I'm like, why is he in the ring with this big old dude? And man, I swear he done caught this dude on the chin. Boom, dude, wobbling all around the ring. I'm like, what the f***? How is this dude this strong? But it's like, honestly, Bud is very strong. A lot of people don't realize how strong he is as a fighter, and his punching power could carry through the weight classes.
On June 22nd in New York, things got intense when Terence Crawford shoved Canelo during their face-off. What looked like a normal stare-down quickly exploded when Canelo shoved him back. At both locked eyes in a fiery exchange, UFC boss Dana White and security had to jump in fast before punches flew. It wasn't just showbiz. Crawford smiled after the push, while Canelo looked furious, raising his hand and leaning in before being pulled away. The moment fired up fans even more for their September 13th clash in Vegas.
Canelo, what did you think about the shove and that moment that happened on stage?
I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
Love it.
I'm gonna train so far.
Terence Crawford cracked a joke, saying he'd cry if Canelo pushed him again, making light of their earlier face-off. Smiling while saying it, Crawford used humor to downplay the tension and took a jab at Canelo's show of anger. This playful response showed Crawford's calm mindset and strong mental game, heading into their super middleweight battle, proving he's not rattled.
But what if Canelo shoves you again in this press conference?
I'm gonna cry like a baby.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
You can take a guy like Canelo, this guy can do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy.
Right now, I think Crawford is a little better than Mayweather, but Canelo have more experience right now.
Canelo Alvarez rules the super middleweight scene, holding an impressive record of 63 wins, 2 losses and 2 draws, with 39 wins by knockout. He's collected titles across for weight classes: super middleweight, middleweight, junior middleweight, and light heavyweight. His biggest milestone came in 2021 when he beat Caleb Plant to become the first ever undisputed super middleweight champ.
Listen, Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time, power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
I'll say he is the hardest, for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy, and he punched very hard too. So I'll say both of them are like the same, but, you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get hit on my chin, but it's, you know, I gotta bite down on my mouthpiece and push. You know, and look what happened in the third round. I got hit with a left hook. I dropped. We'd be practicing in camp the whole time, you know, keeping my right hand to my chin, and I wound up just moving, and he connected right on my chin. And you see how I punched my glove. You know, that's like a thing for me when my last time when I got dropped, I was punching my gloves. Cause I'm like, damn, I got hit with a shot. I'm not supposed to be on the floor. But, you know, it comes to boxing. You know, the greats done got dropped, you know, got hurt. But it's about how you come back and respond.
Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall and age 34, Alvarez blends knockout power, quick movement, and fight wisdom, making him a serious threat in the ring. His recent win by decision over William Skull in May 2025 reminded everyone that he's still elite, even as younger stars rise. Canelo's smart tactics and years of experience keep him in a league of his own.
When he fought Canelo and he was like standing right in front of Canelo and Canelo's just whiffing, it was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing. That's all what he learned from fighting Floyd.
Canelo confidently called the Crawford fight easy money, saying he'd only take it if the payday hit $150 million. That bold claim shows he sees this bout as a cash-heavy blockbuster, with both fighters chasing greatness and fans hyped. For history, this event promises a huge financial reward, proving just how massive this cross-division clash really is.
If it's what I want, I'm gonna take it, you know.
Would you put a rehydration clause?
We'll see. I don't like to talk about other fight when I can.
But you understand, like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fight that fans want to see you in there with. You understand
I understand that. Same happened with Olympics.
Yeah, and it happened.
And same happened with
And it happened.
And same happened with the video something.
And it happened. I think it happened.
And with Throw, and with Mayweather, and with Cotto.
That's why I believe the fight happened. Would you ever go up to 175? Because 168, I feel like you fought everybody. They're taking belts away from you. 175, you got Benavidez, you got Morrell, you got the rematch with Bebo.
If I go 175, that's pretty much
that would be the first time. But then you can look around and see what's out there at 175.
And then wait.
Would you make a Crawford's performance against Matchbox?
I think he knows why he's there, right? He make a good fight. But for me, I think the fight or draw would be the other side.
He was saying your name a lot all week. I was out there
because he want to set the fight. If they don't talk about me, they don't set it.
Would you look at a fight with Crawford? Because in the past you told me no.
If the money is right,
money's got to be big.
I don't like fighters around.
Do you want to stay 168 or look at 175? All right, big fight, September 14th. Watch it on ppv.com. Canelo Alvarez going for more history.
Thank you.
Take a quick picture.
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing.
Amen.
Not while he's doing that.
Canelo,
Johnny Boy Boxing, fight hype. I just want to ask you, what do you think about Terence Crawford? What do we think about Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right, I mean...
$100 million. I heard Turkey offered you a big money already.
150.
150?
Crawford replied to Canelo's comment by calling out doubters who think he can't succeed at a heavier weight. He pointed out that Canelo moved up and took a loss, but when Crawford moved up, he kept winning. That, he says, proves he's built for the challenge. Crawford remains firm that he can compete and silence critics no matter how big the weight jump is.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
But two-time world champ Andre Ward is still sure Canelo can't beat Crawford. He strongly supports Bud and even said he'd bet the house on him. Even with the big jump to 168 pounds, Ward knows Crawford's smaller, but believes his heart and brain are second to none. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford right now. He said, someone has to break Crawford's will to beat him, and Ward doesn't see that happening, even with Crawford's rough nights at 154.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
Crawford says the fight with Canelo is the biggest moment of his whole career. He sees it as boxing's biggest event in 20 years and respects Canelo as the face of the sport. Me and Canelo are putting everything into this. He said he's not chasing cash. He wants history. If he wins, he'll be the first man to be undisputed in 3 different weight classes during the 4-belt era. And that's the legacy Crawford's fighting for.
With Terence Crawford, what do you make of Canelo versus Skull?
Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there. So that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You'll see. Come 12.
Everyone's talking about the weight differences. What's your kind of response to that, Terence?
That's why we fight the fight. So September 12th, we all going to see if the weight going to make a difference or not.
Do you want to fight him twice and then retire? Is that kind of the ideal thing for you?
One fight at a time, one fight at a time.
What did you make of, I know you didn't say much on tonight, the effectiveness of William Skull? He came to go to decision as opposed to win the fight. Would you agree with that?
I don't know. He was boxing well, and then he just stopped doing what he was doing earlier. I don't know. I can't call it.
Do you think Canelo slipped as a fighter?
No, I don't. I just think that, you know, William was doing a good job neutralizing Canelo power punches. He was just moving a lot.
Do you think that's a style you have to employ in points of the fight?
I don't know, because if you watch the styles that beat him, they didn't move a lot. You know, they moved a little bit, but not as much as William Skull.
There's a rumor going around this week that Manny Pacquiao is going to return. What do you make of that?
I don't know. We shall see. I don't know.
Do you think he's too old at 46 to fight Barrios?
I can't say if he's too old or not. You know, if he get in there and win, then everybody will be saying different. So I don't put no limit on an all-time great like Manny Pacquiao.
Where does a win against Canelo Alvarez put you in the list of all-time greats?
Top of the top, baby. Come on now.
What's the key to victory, Terence?
Be myself. Be myself.
All right, guys. That's it. Excuse me.
Canelo's strength or Crawford's smarts?